Hi, this is April. Welcome to the video on place value. Place value is a very important concept because without it we wouldn't understand the value of different numbers. For example, we wouldn't understand the difference between $1 or $100. Both would seem to be worth about the same because both have a 1 in them. Place value means the value that a digit has due to the location it has within a number. Here are the names of the place values in American English. Notice the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, 10 millions, 100 millions, billions, and so forth. Each place value represents a group. For example, the tens column represents the number of groups of 10. In this number, there are 6 groups of 10. Similarly, there are 4 groups of 100. As an example, let's look at the number 137. First of all, let's start with the ones place. In 137, it says there are 7 ones in the one place. That could be represented as 7 individual items. The next place is the tens place. In this number, there are 3 sets of 10. In the tens place, our individual items have been grouped into groups of tens. Notice that there are 3 sets of 10. In the hundreds place, there's the number 1. This represents 1 group of 100. Notice that 10 groups of 10 can be made into 1 group of 100. Similarly, 10 individual ones can be grouped into 1 group of tens. Now look at the number 1,483. Let's start in the ones column with the 3. These 3 little blocks represent our 3 ones. In this example, we'll call them blocks. So we have 3 individual blocks. I've zoomed in now to make this a little bit easier to see. So once again, we have our 3 little blocks that represent the 3 ones, and then we have 8 groups of 10 blocks to represent the 8 in the tens column. Notice that if we counted each individual block, we would have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 blocks. So this 8 in the tens column really represents the number 80, but we just call it 8 groups of 10 and put it in the tens column. In the hundreds column is a 4. This is represented by 4 groups of 100. I've zoomed in again. Now it's easier to see that each set of 100 is really 10 sticks of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 groups of 10 make 100. We have 4 of these groups of 100. Thus our number 4 in the hundreds place. Now we have to zoom out to see the thousands place. In the thousands place value, we have a 1. This represents that we have 1,000 blocks in the thousands place. The thousands place is made up of 10 groups of 100. If we wanted to count each of these blocks in the entire thing, we would have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. Therefore, this 1 actually represents 1,000 blocks. Just like this 4 actually represents 400 blocks, this 8 represents 80 blocks, and the 3 represents 3 individual blocks.